Old School is back. Acclaim Entertainment, Dave. Remember them?
I remember them very well. They did some really good games, didn't they?
They did. And this is one of them, guys. Now, I did mention on the Arcade Memories episode that I just did, if you caught that I want to get Dave looking at Smash TV with me, or in this case, Super Smash TV, for some 2-player. Look at that.
Let's go for it.
See how the SNES version compares to the brilliant arcade coin-op version. Again, shameless plug. Check out that video, guys. I did a few days back. But anyway, here we go. I was playing on my own and I struggled. It's tough, but there's two of us this time. How do I shoot in the different direction, though?
If you use your Y button, your B button, your X button, your A button, look at that.
It's mapped to all 4 directions.
Yep, I like that about this, though. The Super Nintendo version lets you fire in all 4 directions, which is quality.
So I'm the red dude, Dave's the blue dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you remember, Dave, on the Arcade Memories, Mutoid Man is the boss, by the way, for this stage. Yeah, on Arcade Memories video I did touch on... What did I touch on? I touched on some things. Oh yeah, this... Oh wow, yeah, it's more or less faithful to the arcade. This was one of the first twin stick shooters, if you like, that style of game. I mean, 1990, I think this game was. It might have been in the arcade. It was anyway.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. There is also a Sega Master System port of this game, which I played. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me.
Yes, I think it's on all the system. So the best port, according to reviews, guys, is this. The SNES is supposed to be the most faithful to the arcade. And the worst is supposed to be what Dave just mentioned, the Master System port. I haven't played it. Dave has.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they say the Master System is, because this works with the 4 different fire buttons in the different directions. It works very well. The Master System version, of course, you've got the directional pad and only 2 buttons, which makes it a bit more awkward.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I'm glad that you brought me in on this one, because it's a really, really good fun game.
Yeah, it is. I did touch on the developer, or the head creator of this, guys, in the Arcade Memories episode, Eugene, and again I've forgotten his surname. He was behind this and another game which preceded this, actually, which is supposed to be very good, and again I can't remember the name. But this spawned then a lot of these twin stick, I call them twin stick shooters, which you now see today on the PS4, PS5. We've had some really good ones like Alien Nation. There was Resogun, stuff like that, which came with the PS4 at launch, and they're cool games. Very, very jump in, play, loud music, loud sound effects, big colourful sprites. The SNES seems to be handling this quite well as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's working really, really nicely, because a lot of games on SNES and also on its competitor, the Mega Drive, would slow down when there was lots of things and lots of particles on screen. This is doing a cracking job, and there's 2 of us, so there's twice as many particles.
Yeah, it seems to be keeping up. I imagine the Master System and the NES, if the NES has got a version of this, I imagine it has, would really struggle with the sprite flickering with this.
Yeah, absolutely, because there is some sprite flicker at times, but it's nowhere near as bad as it is on the Master System and on the NES. Yeah,
this is fantastic. This port is so good. I mean, the arcade version is the version to play. If you want to play this game, guys, in its best form, for me, it is the arcade version. This is a very close second. It's very, very good. It's very playable.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's fun. It's a really, really good shooter, but I'm going to say this, it is miles better to play with a friend in 2-player. It makes the experience so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this more.
I could see this being frustrating if you tried to play it on your own.
The advantage I had with Arcade Memories was that I could keep throwing money in and keep playing.
Yeah.
We ain't going to have that. Meet Mr. Shrapnel. Yeah, we're not going to have that luxury on the ports, I don't think, unless you've got unlimited continues.
Oh, that I'm not sure about, because I think, are you down to your last life?
Maybe.
Just trying to think, because there's a 0 underneath your character up there.
You've got one more. You can die twice more, basically. But if I die, it's game over for me. And there might be... Is it 3 continues each? I don't know what you get with this game.
No. This is suddenly become really hard, and there goes Dave. He's going to be down to... Oh!
Wait a minute.
Wait, really? Press start to continue. I can't. It's you. You've got to press start to continue.
I am. It's not doing nothing.
Oh. And it's now... What's happened here? I'm now on my own.
Yeah, it wasn't doing anything. I was hammering the start button, unless it's RetroArch playing silly buggers and not letting me... See, it's letting you do it. And I will also say, I think my buttons aren't mapped correctly with RetroArch because I'm using the Xbox controller, guys, and for me, it wasn't corresponding with the way I was aiming, the shooting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make perfect sense. That is a shame, because now I'm going to be facing this on my own.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. I promise.
This is awesome.
It is. It's a really good game. I think you should be all right to get to the boss. We see the boss, because he's coming up pretty soon, maybe after this room, actually.
Oh, Dave's dead again. I was more interested in collecting the prizes than I was actually killing the enemies that then appeared on screen.
Yeah, it does ramp up in difficulty. And this game on your own is a real toughie. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that I'm really struggling already because I've died twice. Now
Make
I'm on
sure,
my own.
yeah, I was going to say get the power-ups as much as possible. It's easier said than done, though.
Just trying to get around some of these enemies. And then I've got to remember to change the shot direction by using the other buttons, which I like. I like it.
Whilst Dave is playing, guys, it actually gives me a chance to jump on my phone here and have a quick look at reviews, because I want to know what home computer versions we got of this. I'm pretty sure even the ZX Spectrum did, you know, but we'll see.
Wow, that'd be cool. Ah, Dave's dead again.
Because this did... yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a tie-in with something. Either a game show or a TV series. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it might have been at least loosely based on something. But let me see if I can find on Wiki Smash TV.
Oh, Dave's dead again. He's getting his backside handed to him on a plate.
I think.
Oh, there's tanks coming in now.
Yeah, I think you've got another continue, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I've got 2 continues left. Wow.
Basically, I think it's timed, but you don't see the time, and I think you've nearly done it. Just to survive these waves of enemies.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, wow, this is called Super Smash TV on the Genesis and Master System and Game Gear as well. I thought it was just a SNES thing.
Yeah, so did I, because a lot of Super Nintendo games, of course, had Super in front of them. Yeah, I was the same as you.
I was wrong. No, I was right. It did hit the ZX Spectrum, C64, Atari ST, and Amiga. I've played the Amiga version, which is very good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ports. Oh wow, on the home systems, such as the NES, players have the option to use the directional pad on the second controller to control the direction the character will shoot on screen.
Oh, so twin D-pad shooter in this case.
Yeah. Using this option for both players would require the multi-tap.
Oh, so you could play 2 players on that, just with a multi-tap or an NES Satellite, I think it was called, or NES 4 score.
Yeah. Scores across the boards. Very high, apart from the Master System version. So CMVG is a good place for this, because they review all platforms. Mega Drive, this got 83 out of 100, 83%. SNES, 92%. It was a must-buy. Sega Master System, 38% review.
Wow, 38% for the Master System version. I wonder why it was so low.
Yeah, it doesn't really touch on it on the wiki. It just kind of gives the scores. But it's definitely... The SNES is definitely the place to play if you can't play the coin-op version of this.
Yeah.
Amiga version scored really well as well in Crash. Sorry, not in Crash, but in a... It just says in a UK magazine review, it scored, on the Amiga, 895 out of 1,000.
Wow, 895 out of 1,000. I wonder how they can score a game out of 1,000 points. That's crazy.
Just trying to be different. It's like, what should we score hours out of? Everyone else does percent. Yeah, this is tough for Dave on his own here. One more thing, guys, in regards to the reviews. Spectrum version. So probably the worst looking version, if you like, because it's a Specky. And I love the Spectrum. The Spectrum version was awarded a Crash Smash in Crash Magazine, which means it scored well. It got a 97% to the ZX Spectrum version.
Wow, that's amazing. And that makes me want to check out the Spectrum version to see just how good it was.
It's interesting the Master System version, because even the NES version is supposed to be very good. It's just the Master System version is kind of universally hated. But that is Super Smash TV, guys. This is a grind for Dave now. Being on your own in this game can't be fun. And it's different on the consoles. It's harder than the arcade version. Again, you can't just keep throwing coins in and you keep starting from where you're standing. Yeah, Dave, thanks for trying this with me, mate. What did you think? Final thoughts? Oh, hold on.
Final thoughts. This is an absolutely awesome game, this one. SNES version, brilliant. Can't remember the Master System version and how good or bad it was. I think we'll check it out in the future.
There he goes, guys. Look, I'll buy that for $1. He actually says that in the SNES version as well, which doesn't really surprise me. Here's Mutoid Man. So we'll quickly have a look at the boss before we call it a day. Dave's done well, actually, getting here. He's got those two little gunners on the front as well, which is really weird.
Yeah, he has. Oh, God. And, of course, he's got his laser beams as his eyes. Oh,
yeah, it's
that's
tough.
What happens if he...
And Dave's got another continue, but I think... I was going to say we'll leave it there, but Dave's going to play on. Dave's hardcore. As Dave fights Phil, Grant, and Billy Mitchell here.
Billy Mitchell.
Listen to the sound effect of that.
My God.
Oh, you're doing well. You're doing well.
All of my shots were basically not touching him, and I get killed by something straightforward.
You've nearly killed him, I think.
Right, how do I... Oh, okay, now what do I do?
You need a special. Now? There you go. It will keep spawning you special weapons, because only they affect
I see.
him.
Got ya.
You're doing well because you've got rid of Grant and Billy. You just got Phil left.
Yeah, I was just hoping you could take out one side of him and then that would be alright, but no. And you're right, you have to get the special.
Yeah, you do.
And to make life worse, there's no other enemies on the screen.
It's very satisfying to play. It's a really fun game, but it's damn hard it is.
Yeah, it is. And these shrapnel characters don't help either.
No. You picked up a special then. You did pick up one, but for some reason... Oh, there's one there. Can you... That weapon you've got now is hard to land the shot. You have to stand at a certain angle, don't you?
You do. You have to stand a certain distance away from him. But his laser shots are so good that it's hard to get away. Yeah. There you go. Every time I try and get near him, he just destroys me. That is it.
Yeah, and that shows how tough this game is. Brilliant game. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you all very soon.
CNN.
I'm just going to call myself me, because, yeah.